I don't know how to do the intro, but I'ma just go in. Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Dankan Medesu, and I'm a guy that likes to go to local shows.
People who record shows, take flicks, take pics, they are important. Artists need that. It's good for the community, good for the art. Hey.
Propane and propane accessories.
Run! Escondida!
I'm starting a new series called Let's Go to a Local Show, because you shouldn't be spending over $30 for a nice music concert, a nice show. You should be overpaying that. Me being a North Carolina, aka Charlotte native, I want to prove to people that Charlotte's not boring, and we have a quite phenomenal music scene. So what I've been doing is starting a little series where I go and film different local shows. I just go there randomly. Sometimes I know the band, sometimes I don't. Go there, film, enjoy, and give a review of the music that's being presented. I'm a person that likes to support local artists, and I love supporting any band, any artist, any DJ in Charlotte, because nobody be showing love to each other nowadays. Nobody likes to show love. So I'm gonna show love by talking about all these fantastic bands that I go see on a regular basis. So right now, let's get into the most recent show I went to, which was at the Milestone. If you don't know what the Milestone is, it is a historic venue in Charlotte. It's been around for like almost damn near 70 years. I go there quite a bit because it's on my side of town. It's on the black people side of town, and it's one of the only spots that's not gentrified, so that's why I like going there. Plus they have killer lineups and bands that play there. I think Nirvana played there once. I don't know, I was talking to a guy at one show, and he was an older dude, and he's been going there since like what, the 90s? Yeah, it's crazy how much lore the Milestone has. But I like to call it the Millie because I like to humanize the places I go, but I like to say in the Millie. So I went to the Millie on Friday the 13th, which, what other way to spend a Friday 13th than to go to a fucking local show? On the bill was EV13. I don't know how to pronounce that. They were saying how to pronounce their name multiple times, but I just could not fucking pronounce it. But luckily on the website, they just had their government name, which is Evan Schmidt. Evan Schmidt. They literally put their government name on the website. Government name. Evan Schmidt. Okay, Mr. Evan Schmidt was pretty much a solo drumming project from the drummer of Catch Bliss, which was the main headliner of the show for that night. So that was pretty cool. Next, Haunted 3D. I don't know if you just say Haunted or is it Haunted 3D. But Haunted is Charlotte artists. They do a lot of ambient, electronic, witch house, a little bit of 8-bit, a little bit of emo. I was kind of really vibing to it. Like they had kind of a vibey, kind of little vibey thing to it. You know, I fuck with it heavy. Next was Field Day, which was really interesting. They're a band from Raleigh. They were like pop punk, post-hardcore, a little bit of shoegaze. I love the whole sports theme because their name is Field Day, which there's another band called Field Day, because I was trying to do research for their socials, and there's like another Field Day that's been out since like the 90s, so it was kind of confusing. But they are a band from Raleigh that has a whole sports theme to it, and the vocalist was wearing like a little jersey. I thought that was pretty cool. And they had a lot of charisma and a lot of stage presence, but I'll kind of go a little bit more in depth once I talk about them in the review. Also, we had Agena, which hella motherfuckers came out for Agena. I knew I heard them before because they're another Raleigh band, but they're like up and coming, and they have a quite sizable fan base for being quite new, because there's like nothing. Their Instagram is like bare bones. I could not find fucking shit. but they're good. Like, people fucking show the fuck up. And I like that. I really do like that. And the headliner was Catch Bliss. I thought it was Cat Bliss, but till I actually looked at the proper name, is actually Catch Bliss, which means I don't know if I'm like dyslexic or something, or I just don't be like looking at shit. But it's really interesting, the group members, because it's pretty much an amalgamation of different musicians from other bands that are pretty, you know, notable within the scene, the North Carolina, Charlotte scene. Evan Schmidt, because I can't pronounce their name because it's too complicated and I'm old and I don't want to try. So I'm gonna just call them Evan for short. So this is Evan's solo project. They're the drummer for Catch Bliss, and I thought it was the most interesting performance out of the whole lineup, because it was just not them just drumming over like backing tracks, but they actually was interactive. So you had Evan, you know, doing their thing, kind of having the backing tracks and drumming along, but also they had this cool drum machine in front, and it kind of gave you kind of a little rundown of like what each button does and what to press, so you could like, you know, change the pattern, change the speed of the loop, you can add sound effects, you can speed it up, you can do multiple different things, and those inputs from the audience actually adds to the live performance. So it was an interactive live performance, which I've never seen that done before. Also, they had a little projector, which they had like little kind of like not graphics, but different, you know, images and shit going on. I thought that was pretty cool. Really cool ideas. Next we have Haunted. Ooh, spooky. I don't know if it's Haunted 3D or what, but it's basically ambient electronic witch house, like I said before. Very good. I was very surprised. I thought it was going to be something I really wasn't going to like or kind of vibe with, but I was dead wrong. This nigga had the full setup. Like, he was an electronic, you know, artist, so he had, you know, all his instruments and gear laid up, and he also had an M2, SP404 MK2. He actually used that to like for his loops and samples and things, while he was playing on the main like keyboard. I don't know much about gear. I've been out of gear for a little hot minute. As you can tell, this is the only little pieces of gear that I'd be using. Just some simple shit. I'm not a gearhead like that anymore. But yeah, his performance was really good. I wasn't expecting shit. I didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I can. He was like really just grooving. It's nice to see an electronic artist do a live performance, because it's a lot of shit going on. It's very intricate. It's, you know, there's a lot of things going on people really don't understand, and doing that shit live is like incredible. I fucking loved it. Haunted 3D was very cool. Definitely check out his music if you like kind of like ambient electronic witch house, a little bit 8-bit influence in there. Just a vibey, just chill performance. I really fuck with it. It was just cool. It was just cool. It was just swag. It was haunted. It was spooky. It was cool. You know? So next we have Film Day, which very much, you know, took me by surprise, because when Film Day kind of came on stage, that's when all the teenage girls came out, which I can understand. You know, the main, you know, vocalist, usually long hair, you know, chiseled face. I can see why the teenage girls would get all woo-hoo about him. But yeah, good band. Like, they are from Raleigh. They're like pop punk, post-hardcore, shoegaze. Really enjoyed it. I was surprised, because usually on the Milestones website, you can actually see the list of bands and everything like that, and it kind of gives you each genre. But since they don't have much information to go off of, they didn't put what kind of genre of music they play. So it was a pleasant surprise. It was nice. It was cool. It was engaging. They had beach balls. They had great crowd control, great engagement. It was fun. It was interactive. Like, they had really good, you know, presence. All the band members were like participating, getting the crowd in, They were like chanting. They had beach balls that you can like, you know, they throw in the audience and people can like bounce around and shit. And it was a fun, enjoyable experience. I would definitely see them again. It was just a nice, feel good, just chill ass performance that like got you hyped. It was just really vibing. I just felt it. You know, I was dancing. It was just shit. Singing shit too. Just popping rocking. Moonwalking, I can tell. Moonwalking though. I'm moonwalking, I'm hitting this shit. It's getting crazy. Yeah, love it. I actually called them on Bandcamp and they're part of my Bandcamp playlist. So they're really cool. They're really, really cool. Next, this is second to last band. The band is called Agena. Motherfuckers came the fuck out. Literally when Agena was starting to set up, hella niggas came out of nowhere. It was basically like a regular, you know, regular Friday night, not too packed, you know, just people that really enjoy the local scene. But when I say when Agena pulled up to the scene, everybody came out the fucking woodworks. I'm like, who are these people? And you know, I'm in my late 20s. 30s knocking on the door, so I'm like, this feels like a high school. I don't feel like I belong here. It was kind of like that Smiling Friends bit. I always think about this. It's like, what are you doing here, man? You're old. Go be with your family, man.
Dude, what the f? Why are you f***ing here, man? You're so old. Where's your wife? Go home to your family, dude.
Well, I mean, I'm not that old.
Man, you're old. Be with your family, dude. That's how I feel. They're a really cool band. They're really cool. They're really fucking good. The guitarist, she was fucking phenomenal, dude. She was ripping that shit. God damn, she was ripping that shit. Everybody in the band just had fucking aura, dude. The bassist just had fucking aura, dude. I could feel the aura from them just in the crowd. I'm like, yo, the swag, the aura, the essence, it's so overwhelming. That's why people were going crazy. They had that concourse hockey or something. I don't know. People was going losing their mind. That's all that was going on. They fucking rocking. Man, check them out. They fucking roll, man. They fucking talk that shit. Oh, man. Y'all really want to hear this, man. It's good. Check them out. They're on Instagram. They don't have anything, which always upsets me. Why are they always, you know, it's always the good bands that don't have no fucking social media. So you can't follow them, you can't track them, or when they release it, when they're going to release the show. It's like, it's so frustrating. I want them to have a band because they have everything there. It has everything there. It's like a music streaming platform mixed with social media. Everything is there. It's easy to access. You know, access all the information, music, merch, yada yada yada. I digress on this for a minute, but like, make a band camp. Make a band camp. It's just easy. It's easy for me to kind of track, track and listen into, you know, keep up with the fucking music. Because there's so much music out there listening to. Make a band camp, fucking just add it to the list. Just add it to my playlist. It'll be much better, but that's about different shit. But yeah, amazing band. Check them out. They're really cool. They're really exciting. They're really awesome. Let's talk about Cat Bliss. Ooh, that was a steak. That was a steak onion bagel sandwich from McDonald's. You don't want to smell that. That was pretty nasty. But last band of the night is Cat Bliss. Why do I want to say Cat Bliss? Cat Bliss sounds so much better. Maybe because I just like cats and I have cats on mine. But like, it's Catch Bliss. Like you're catching bliss. Have to say, phenomenal band. The most disrespectful fucking shit is as soon as they start, tuning and sounding, making sure everything, the sound, everything sounds good. All the motherfuckers that showed up for Agena just massively just left. out of nowhere fucking left. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, is something going on outside? No, they just came there for a gin and they fucking dipped. Catch Bliss was so cool. They were such a good band. They're a phenomenal band. They have really cool sounds. They're just really chill. The vocalists are really sweet. And you could see the heartbreak in their faces when motherfuckers just left. Like a whole group of motherfuckers just left. That broke my heart. I could see just the like, the hurt in their eyes, man. Just damn. Y'all come here and don't even try to give the other bands a listen, my nigga. That's disrespectful. At least give them a little try. At least stay there for 1 or 2 songs before dipping. You know, I always try to give everyone a chance. I always try to listen to all the bands that kind of play because, you know, they work hard for this shit, man. They probably don't even get paid that much, and all they want to do is just have people listen to their fucking music, and that's a pretty easy ask. So I don't know why, but phenomenal performance, just really chill vibes, just all around, just cool. I just really fuck with it, just to fuck with the vibes. And they have a lot of notable members from different bands that I like, so that's cool. Very chill show. Merch table, they didn't really have merch. Well, I was there early because I thought the show started at 8, but the doors open at 8 and the show started at 9, so I was there fucking early. So I was like, oh, this is all that's here? Fuck it. So I recorded it, and then I didn't think to like record the merch table again once all the bands kind of like played, because I was like, I'm tired, plus I was like a little bit tipsy, and I was, you know, ready to go home. Just had a long day at work previously that day, and I was ready to go home. But yeah, great show, great bands, discovered a lot of new bands, seen a lot of familiar faces from other bands, starting new bands, so it's nice. It's also it's nice time to kind of go to shows right now in Charlotte, because it's not too hot and it's not too cold, because in the summertime it's fucking horrible. Like, I'm sweating to death. I'll probably be like at least a good 15 pounds lighter, because I sweat a lot because it's so fucking hot in there, and they don't know how to fucking get fans or proper air flow in the fucking venue, so I'm constantly sweating. So this time of year is like my favorite time of year, because I can go to shows without fucking dying. Like, I'm a black man from the South. Give me some AC. I feel like a slave on a plantation sweating. God dang. I'm like, you know, different body types, you know, not everyone can be in fucking heat and not sweat. You know, so give, you know, at least have water. They're at least, you know, venues are good about having water and shit. It's the only ones where, you know, the pop-up ones and the basement shows where they don't got nothing to drink. I'm fucking dying to thirst about to fucking pass out. But that's all I got for today. I'm gonna start consistently doing more videos, but between work and other things and just life in general, I'll try to get to it when I can. Try to have a proper upload schedule. I don't even know when this is going to be finished. I don't even know if I want to upload this today. It could take a week, it could take a month. I don't know. But thanks for watching. If you're interested in seeing this awkward guy go to more local shows in Charlotte and just fucking talk about them, like and subscribe. Because I'm going to be out this summer. I'm going to be outside, baby. Outside. Outside, dancing, getting stronger. Well, that's all I had to say. But thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, please subscribe. You know, that's all I got.